Hey, it's Pamela from Abundant Joy Gifts and Gathering Place, and it's hashtag Storytime with Pam. And we're going to do two little stories tonight. This is for our grandson David, who is going to kindergarten the night before kindergarten, and then we're going to read the night before first grade. So, it was the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. They tossed and they turned about in their beds while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. Erasers and crayons and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closet with care, knowing that kindergarten soon would be there. In the morning it came, school starts today. Would the teacher be nice? Would they have time to play? Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures with eyes sparkling bright. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. Some kids brought blankets or their favorite stuffed bear in hopes they could nap like they did in daycare. Their parents exclaimed, "You're big kids, wow! Let us hold your bears and blankies for now." The parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure that everything will be A-OK." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. The room was all filled with toys, books, and maps. But where were their beds for those mid-morning naps? They colored and painted and played Simon Says. They tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just a minute, every kid had a friend. Their children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but sad mums and dads who were holding back tears. Their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rugs, then sent them away after one more hug. The children all waved from the door of the school. "Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten is cool." Okay, now, the night before first grade. It was the night before first grade. I kissed my dog, Clover.
"School's starting tomorrow because summer is over."
Into my backpack went markers and pens. I hung my new outfit. It matched my friend Jen's. I spoke not a word, but went straight to the shelf and filled up my lunchbox I made by myself.
"I can't wait to see Jenny,"
I told my big brother.
"I hope that our desks are right next to each other."
That night I was nestled all snug in my bed while visions of jungle gyms danced in my head. The next day at breakfast, Dad made such a fuss. "What a big girl you are to be taking the bus."
"Hurry, Penny,"
said Mom as it turned down our street.
"Over here," shouted Jenny. "I saved you a seat."
At school, kindergartners stood outside in the hall. They all looked so young. Were we ever that small? While they clung to their parents, we hugged Miss Sunrise.
"Well, you two grew so tall,"
she said with a surprise. Ding! Rang the school bell. We made such a clatter as we raced to our classroom. Then Jen said,
"What's the matter?"
The principal told us there were some changes made. "We have some new students, so we split the first grade." "Hi, Penny," said my teacher. "You're in here with me." But yipes! Jenny wasn't. She was in room 33. We waved goodbye sadly and said,
See you later.
I had to be brave because I'm a first grader. Soon we sat in a circle and we said each one's name. Then we played 20 questions and I won the game. Mr. Barr is so funny, he tells jokes and juggles. And our class pet's so cute, it's a bunny named Snuggles. I knew most of the kids except just a few, so I went and said hi to a girl that was new. We sat side by side and made pictures with noodles. And we laughed when we saw we both made noodles poodles. We both have pet turtles and love turquoise blue, and pistachio ice cream is her favorite too.
I can't wait till you meet my best friend at lunch. I just know that you'll both like each other so much.
The classroom was buzzing, or the lunchroom, excuse me, was so busy and loud, we sat down at the table. It was Jen in this crowd. When what to my wondering eyes, there in line was Jen with a new friend who looked just like mine. Their eyes, how they twinkled behind matching frames. They had curly pigtails and they had rhyming names, Tina and Nina. Our new friends were twins, and though school's just begun, I know first grade will be twice as much fun. See ya.